Portimao. Now the Marc Marquez making sure that everything's set after all the problems that dogged him on the line last time out in Austin. He launched a stunning fight back from last, 24th to 6. It's time for MotoGP to power up here in Portugal. There will be lights out. Here we go then. MotoGP underway in Portimao. Lightning start for Grandprix, second place. Nightmare start for Zarco. He missed the start completely. Quartararo also away well from the second row fifth. Zarco regrouped, but he's in second place. Stunning start for Mir.
Not the start that Marc Marquez wanted. Was watching him. He didn't go forwards off the line. It's his teammate Paul Espargaro who's the first of the Repsol Hondas there, just on the outside of one of the KTMs. Marquez picked up a couple of spots back into turn 1, but he's behind the KTM of Miguel Oliveira.
Can you believe this? This is the first time Joan Mir has led a MotoGP race since 2020. As the reigning world champion last year, he didn't lead a single lap. Jack Miller getting aggressive up the inside of Alex Marquez, down the hill into turn number 5. Miller starting to pick his way through early onto the podium places.
Unbelievable first lap already for Alex Rins, 23rd on the grid. He's already up 10. Look at him, he's right behind Marc Marquez.
He's not really famous for getting his elbows too sharp, is he? Early on here, Alex Rins, he made so many fantastic overtakes, in particular at turn number 11 in Austin last time around. What a start. The dream first lap so far then for Alex Rins. Pecco Bagnaia up into 21st place. And here Bastianini's had a good first lap as well. He's picked up 5 spots, 18th to 13th.
No real progress yet for Pecco Bagnaia. He's in 21st. I'd imagine easing his way in to this Grand Prix. But Joan Mir's got the first lap he wanted. He's got 0.8 of a second already in his pocket. But crucially, Fabio Quartararo has also got the first lap he's wanted. He's not got anyone in his way as Zarco moves his way back past Alex Marquez into 4th position.
Yeah, he can make that Pramac Ducati pretty wide, Carly Joan Zarco. Initially got not a bad launch off the line, then it seemed to bog down as Alex Rins now has picked off Marc Marquez. What a sensational first lap this has been for the Suzuki man. It's been a sensational first lap for Suzuki in general. Joan Mir leads for the first time since his title-winning campaign in 2020, and Alex Rins over the line, 23rd to 10th. Stunning job. Aleix
Espargaro is trying to come past Miguel Oliveira. Espargaro's gone backwards from the front row of the grid. A couple of other riders have gone backwards. Brad Binder is down in 13th. Aleix Espargaro back through now on Oliveira. And Marco Bezzecchi's gone backwards from 6th on the grid. He's down to 15th. You can see him now battling with his teammate Luca Marini.
Yeah, Bagnaia came over the line in 21st place. He lost nearly 5 seconds on that first lap alone. Zarco drops that left leg down into turn number 5. No way through for him on Jack Miller directly ahead of him. Now that at the moment, of course, there's a long way to go in this Tissot Grand Prix of Portugal, but Joan Mir will be leading the World Championship for the first time since the back end of 2020. He's in prime position here in Portugal.
Marquez wide. It's going to let Bastianini through. Marquez is having a really tough, not the first couple laps we're expecting from the 8-time world champion. We're expecting him to be aggressive and fight his way through. If anything, he's going backwards early on.
Yeah, maybe just struggling for front feeling, want that full fuel tank as well, but it's not been the aggressive charge we expected from Marc Marquez. That has come from his compatriot, fellow Spaniard, Alex Rins, with a stunning start to this Grand Prix of Portugal. We're looking back there now at the poleman, Joan Zarco. Jack Miller was our cameraman for that view, and it was the perfect time as well because Miller yields. Zarco getting aggressive. He's made a couple of moves there going into turn number 14. Nicely done then. Zarco having recovered from that sluggish start from pole back into the top 3.
Rins is now up to 9th. He's gone past Jorge Martin. That also opened the door for Marc Marquez to go through as well. I can't wait to see Alex Rins' first lap again. That must have been an incredible charge through the field as Alex Marquez now takes advantage, or he looks to, on Jack Miller. Miller, of course, is still trying to regroup from that move on Zarco a moment ago. Marquez stays behind in board. There's Rins now comes past Paul Espargaro into the top 8, but wide at turn 1. Espargaro will reclaim that move, but Rins so aggressive early on.
Well, Marc Marquez made a mockery of the fact it's hard to overtake in Kota. Alex Rins doing the exact same thing here in Portimao. It's like a PlayStation game, this, for Alex Rins, the way he's charging through the pack. Stunning stuff, this. Now then, the battle between Miller and Alex Marquez, that was a battle that raged here last November for a podium place before those late red flags. So those two know each other very well around this 4.5-kilometre Algarve International Circuit. We're looking forward our current world champion, or our last 2 world champions here, isn't it? Mir and Quartararo battling it out for the win here in Portugal. Yeah, advantage Mir.
This is a battle we'd pay good money to watch, isn't it? Joan Mir and Fabio Quartararo. Quartararo set the fastest lap of the race on lap 2 at 1:40.091. He was able to lap in the 140s at will in the warm-up this morning. He's closed the gap on Joan Mir. This is just what Fabio Quartararo needed from the early laps of this Grand Prix. Just one rider ahead of him, and a bike that's similar in many respects in terms of the way it corners to Fabio Quartararo's Yamaha, so he's not going to have the same problems he's had previously of been stuck behind Ducatis. This is just what Quartararo was expecting or hoping from his first few laps of the Grand Prix. Can he find a way past the 2020 world champion? A second back to Zarco in third.
Quick check on Bagnaia, making no forward progress whatsoever, really struggling with that really damaged right shoulder, isn't he, the Italian? He's still down in 21st place. Now then, it will be Mir that leads Quartararo over the line to start lap number 4. They again exchange. Fastest laps of the Grand Prix. Quartararo's got the inside line, slipstreaming on the Yamaha. What about the top speed of the Yamaha? Through into the lead, then goes Fabio Quartararo, the reigning world champion. Hits the front for the first time on lap 4 here in Portimao.
Nothing wrong with it there, was there? Johan Zarco was faster than the leader last time around. The leader, of course, over the line was Mir. Zarco was in the 139s last time around, a 139.9 for him. He's bringing Alex Marquez with him. Aleix Espargaro still in 6th, ahead of the home favourite Miguel Oliveira, and Alex Rins is still trying to work his way past Pol Espargaro in the battle for 8th. They are just ahead of Marc Marquez.
Quartararo's been here before in Portimao. He's done it, got the t-shirt and 25 points in his pocket on his way to the race sprint here in April. So Fabio Quartararo will take some beating here once he gets out in front, and he's not going to worry about front tyre pressure, front tyre temperature. Normally in these scenarios he's so good, so rocks on straight away. He's got 5 or 6 bike lengths on Mir as they drop down through the breathtaking turn 9 on this lap number 4. Quartararo has an advantage already over Mir of nearly 4 tenths.
Johan Zarco not making great progress necessarily on this lap. He's still holding a pretty comfortable third. You can see the battle just behind him between Jack Miller and Alex Marquez. A couple of other riders who we should look for